Most Protea species are so recognizable. Their shape is so uniquely Protea-like. They're so bold and beautiful, you see them from afar. But there are some Protea species that have completely missed that memo and don't look anything like a Protea. And one of them is right here. This is Protea cordata. It grows on these rocky outcrops. And in between these rocks, there's this explosion of brown, papery material. It almost looks like a fungus or mushrooms that is exploding here in the middle of the plant. It's not fungus. These are flowers. This plant is in full flower. And the flowers are strange in their texture. It's almost papery, like brown paper bags. And when I open the little petals, you'll see the stamens and the pollen inside there. Now, as with many of the small ground proteas, it's also pollinated by mice and shrews. It has this yeasty scent to attract them at dusk or at night to come lick pollen and nectar, and so it gets pollinated. But the most beautiful part of it might not be the flowers, but definitely the leaves. And that's where the name comes from, cordata, meaning heart-shaped. And if we look at the individual leaves, we'll see how beautiful they are. There are these blue-grey colorings to this heart-shaped discs on the leaf stalks. Even the leaf stalks are beautiful. It has this zigzag pattern to it. It's very elegant. These are very short. They can get much, much longer than this, to about almost a meter long. And this is also where they are used. The flowers are left alone in the cut flower industry, but the leaves are harvested and used as foliage in flower arranging, as much so as eucalyptus leaves would have been used. But these ones are just so much more elegant. It is a rare sight to see. You don't see this every day. Not because maybe there's not so many plants in the mountains, but because your eye doesn't recognize this as a Protea. It blends in between the rocks and is easily missed.